Dream It, Make It today, we're gonna burn in or season up, whatever you wanna call it, the Oklahoma Joe's Marshal. Let's go ahead and get into this. All right, so I went ahead and got the fire basket lit up halfway, and that is so that it burns for a long enough time at a hot enough temperature to get all of this seasoned up. And I'm gonna be using 2 tumbleweeds here. I'm gonna put one kind of towards the back middle and another towards the front middle. Get that slid in. I will be lighting those up, but not yet. We've got some other things we gotta do first. All right, so the reason why we didn't fire up those tumbleweeds just yet is because we got a few other things left on the smoker that we gotta take care of. One, we gotta get the sticker off. Grab it. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get the lid opened up. And another reason we didn't light up the smoker just yet is because I like to spray down the smoker prior to the fire being started. It helps not get all of the runs, all of the runny streaks. If you spray it when it's hot, that oil bunches up and starts running, and it just creates these running streaks everywhere. And so it's not something I like to do. And another thing I don't like to do on my smokers is, and I used to, but I stopped doing it, is spraying the outside of the smoker. The only reason why I will spray the outsides of the smokers, like on the Oklahoma Joe's Longhorn Firebox, is because the paint starts to peel and bare metal starts to be exposed. I spray it so that way it seals and it keeps it from rusting. But I am not anticipating this to do that, so I'm not spraying the outside. And because if you do spray it outside, this is oil. And I live in a very windy place, and it blows dirt everywhere, and that dirt will stick right to this. I don't spray the outsides unless I have to. Back to the inside. I'm gonna go ahead and get your can. You are going to spray everything on the inside. All the walls, everything on the inside. Get it all sprayed down. Top, down below, down on the, around the firebox. Get it all nice and sprayed down. Then, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take things one at a time and add it in, spraying them down. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with this diffuser plate, and I'm gonna spray the bottom of it. Then I'm gonna get it placed inside. Then I'm gonna spray the top of it. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is get this put in here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get this grate that goes inside that piece, and I'm going to hold it up and spray down the bottom. Spray it away from my smoker. You know, spray down the bottom, get it placed in there. There we go. Place that in the smoker. Then I'm gonna spray down the top of it. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab the cast iron grates, spray down the bottom. Set one in, spray down the top. Same thing 4 times. All right, last 2 things is these removable grates that go up top, and hit it, hit it. I'm gonna go ahead and put that one on the bottom, get it as close to the heat as I can. Do the same thing to this one. I'm gonna put this one down as close as I can also. All right, so we've got those in there. Now, the only thing we got left to do as far as getting it sprayed up is the inside of the lid right here. And I wait until the last to do that. That way it's not all running down and dripping on the outside of my smoker. I wanna keep it looking nice. So, boom, spraying it down, get it nice and covered. Then I'm gonna use my clean hand, grab my handle, pull it down, shut the lid. We're gonna go ahead and get these exhaust vents here opened all the way, both of them. All right, so the last thing we wanna do is go ahead and get the fire started up, and you wanna make sure that this is opened up all the way. Open the firebox. Got those 2 tumbleweeds in here ready to go. I'll light the back one. I'll light the front one. Slide those back underneath the charcoal. I am gonna go ahead and leave the firebox door open. That way we can get as much oxygen going in as we can. We want this thing to get hot. We're not going for low and slow here. We're going for hot. There we go. Now we just wait around and see what this thing can do. All right, so the flame has kicked up. We're gonna go ahead and get the lid shut down. Now, last thing, all we gotta do is let this thing come up to temp. We're looking, you know, in the 350 to 400 degree range, and even hotter if it does, it's not gonna matter, but just hot. And let that charcoal basket completely burn out. When it is burned out, it's time to go ahead and refill it and get some meat on the smoker. Now, if you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit the like. If you want to see more on the Oklahoma Joe's Marshal, I've got several videos coming out on this smoker. So hit that subscribe. And last of all, get outside and make some crazy good barbecue.